Yo, what's going on? It's your homie Brian.
It's your boy Jon. T-Rye. What is up,
sir? Hey, man,
What
you know,
So-
another day in E3 paradise, another year, I guess.
Oh, of course, yeah, another E3. We missed out last year, so you know.
Yeah.
What were you? Well, I guess I'll ask you that later. How was your week, sir?
It was cool. It was, I took the week off to kind of absorb a lot of this stuff, but I don't know. It was different this year, man. I don't know.
It was rough,
It just,
but-
I just always feel like during E3, like there's this clear cut, concise situation going on that I understand, that I know. Like I know it's, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, EA thrown in there to laugh at, about how they spent all this money at an E3, press conference for us to just literally be like, it's the same game, bro. You shouldn't spend millions of dollars to advertise the same thing, but whatever, it's your prerogative. And I don't know, it just felt really weird this year, man.
It just felt off. You didn't see the crowds, you didn't see, the demos of anything, people playing at the little kiosks and everything. And then Sony wasn't there, so that was a thing,
Yeah.
But
I don't think Sony was at the one before last though, but I think they had something going on kind of at the same time.
Yeah, they had like a state of play or something like simultaneously with that, but they didn't have anything. They just had that Horizon thing like a week or two ago, and that was it. And
that was just a state of play, right? Yeah,
right. And that was better than the majority of the things I saw this past week, but we will get into that. So
yeah, man, it was man,
it was
not my E3,
Well, I don't think it was anybody's, but we're just coming off the high I'm coming off the high off the Nintendo E3 Direct. It was good. I enjoyed it. Did you?
Yeah, I mean, I just
not a Nintendo.
I saw some cool stuff in there that I want to pick up, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, just I kind of already knew what could have been shown that that would have gotten me excited, and Breath of the Wild 2, they kind of talked about, alluded to, and they kind of had some extra footage that they didn't have before, but right, yeah they showed some,
a little bit, not
nothing crazy at all, like nothing for me to even like really register. I was falling asleep on that,
Really?
So yeah. It
wasn't that bad.
I think I was falling asleep on a lot of the press conferences this year, though. So it's not just Nintendo at all. It's like I got a lot of rest this week.
There's a silver lining, but
yeah, there you go.
As we were talking about, we're on the heels of E3. We're going to give our thoughts on E3 as well, more than we just already did, as well as give you our top 5 games of the expo we thought that just stood out the most to us,
right?
Just to us. Disclaimer: this is not etching this in stone. This is what we feel.
Yeah, this is totally our opinions. What we're excited about. You could be excited about whatever you want to be excited about. This isn't a list of the best things at E3 according to Brian and Jon. Well, I guess it is that, but it's not us saying that we're right and you're wrong. It's
right.
Just us
sure.
explaining our opinion on the matter. So yeah, dog.
Before we get into the what is it called? The electronic.
Oh shit. Oh. Electronic Entertainment Expo.
Expo, yeah. Thank you. I was like, what is the middle? Yeah, I kept forgetting. But yes,
Yeah.
Electronic Entertainment Expo. We will get into that. But B,
Yes. Yes, sir.
what you been playing all day, bro?
Hey man, honestly, people, sorry. I just been playing, Overwatch. And did I play anything else, John? Oh, I started Like a Dragon, sir.
Yes, you did.
The Yakuza Like a
I was
Dragon,
excited for that.
because
The one at
during
the
the
E3.
during the Xbox presser, if you would, they they showed that Like a Dragon was coming to Game Pass like right now, and I went and I checked the Xbox store and it wasn't there yet, but it was up like a few hours later. So I downloaded that and something else too, but I didn't play it yet. But yeah, so just making my way on that, very early in, John, still within the hour,
Making your way downtown.
Yep. Yeah. Making my way downtown. You know what I'm saying? I got Ichiban's. They don't even have a fro yet. He still got the low
man,
boy,
you're still early on. Yeah.
So
you'll get there.
Yeah. So,
you'll love it, dude. You'll love it so much. It's such a good game. The story, the
you know what?
Cast is awesome.
Yeah, the cast is amazing. Like, so I talked to you before, like it's always kind of been a gift and a curse for me. Subtitles in games are they're not my thing at all. And actual like movies, and I'm a passive, participant, then I am fine with reading me some subtitles. But when I have to when I'm trying to play things, like I don't want anything to relax me unless I call for that. You see what I'm saying, John? I didn't call to be relaxed. I don't want to read, and therefore I'm excited to tell you, as you already know, that the voice acting in Like a Dragon is impeccable, bro.
Yes.
Ichiban
is the Kaiji Tang does the voice of Ichiban. Amazing, yo.
Yeah. It just and not even the voice, but the writing and everything too, the dialogue that's used, it fits, everything fits really well. And we had that episode a few weeks ago where we talked about Yakuza going JRPG,
turn-based,
turn-based, I guess. I was kind of like, I don't know how they would tell these stories consistently in a way, but having actually played it, I can tell that they know what they're doing. So
yeah,
I look forward to continuing to play this, John, and the next episode of it, or whatever they call it when it comes out. Sorry if I'm nasally. I'm like sneezing on like all day.
Are you still in chapter 1, or are you like?
I just got to the place where like you're finding out like Ichiban, how he got to be a part of the Arakawa family. Arakawa. So yeah, I'm very early, John. I'm like a half hour in.
Dude, you only have 85 and a half hours more to go. No, but it's good, man. That time's gonna fly if you keep on it, I know you like to be like, oh, that was great. Okay, next. Then, oh, that was great.
Yeah, I've only scratched the proverbial surface, sir. So, I got a long ways to go to even feel like I've seen enough, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna keep at it, man. Hopefully, I continue to be comfortable in this chair, because I was sitting in this chair, and
that's another thing.
Yeah.
So on the old good old PC, because Game Pass.
Because of Game Pass, yeah.
You can get Xbox. And then...
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
At some point, maybe towards the end of the year.
Black Friday.
Nah. It's not like there's gonna be a special one.
It might.
No, there won't be a special one.
Xbox One and get this for Game Pass. You don't need it.
I'm not going to do that. I already have an Xbox One.
Well, keep hurting your back then, sir.
No. No, sir. My back is fine. Okay.
All right.
But sir, what about you, man? What have you this week have you been delving into, sir?
Just Dragon Quest still. I'm still struggling with that.
Yeah,
It
still ain't beat
seems
that yet.
no, it's like more lengthy than anticipated. But it's still good. Some parts are dragging. And I'm like, okay, let's bring this baby in. But it's all making sense. It's all meshing. But I'm like, is all this necessary? But we'll see. Still
It's
ain't
like
beat it.
Persona. Every time you think you're about to beat it, you
Right.
you got like 20 hours
20
left to
more
go.
hours. At least. That's just for the next dungeon. There's like 30 more. But,
Right.
but yeah, I'm worried. Hopefully I'll beat it by next week because there is another game I'm looking into.
Okay.
So.
Is this something you can speak on now, sir, or is this something you would
No,
like
because
to?
I don't know if it's out yet. I don't want to look like an
Okay.
idiot. So,
Okay, I understand.
yeah. So.
Yeah, I totally get it, sir.
So no more Captain Tsubasa for you?
I played like maybe one more match.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been a busy week. Listen, there's a lot of games to play,
Yeah, it is.
and I spent a lot of time watching these shows and or these pressers this week, and writing some other stuff for the show or for social media. So it's kind of when I've been plopping down to play, John, I've been plopping down to play, something like the Watch of Overs so that I don't have to necessarily, learn anything new. So,
Right.
so I'm just chilling right now, man. I guess at some point I'll be able to tackle this backlog, but I don't know. I keep adding to it.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Not even just yours, just in general.
Yeah.
Like I just
This
downloaded Virtual Fighter 5 today for what? I'm never I'm not gonna play that.
but still, hey, I might download it. What's the size on that? Is it
It's like 7 gigs, I think.
okay, cool. I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
it's not that much.
All right, yeah, I should be able to because the PS5 hard drive is trash, bro.
Is it?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. You have more cons than pros at this point about that system.
Yeah, I mean you don't need to own that thing right now.
Okay.
You don't need to have it. It's a great console, don't get me wrong, but no one needs to like kill themselves to go find this thing because it just
Yeah.
doesn't do anything yet.
I said that and I was crazy. But
Oh no, I didn't,
not from you. No.
yeah. I didn't think I just felt me, I'm just gonna buy it,
Mm-hmm.
in terms of when I feel like it's time to have it. Like if I want it early on, just because I want early on, I want it early on. If I feel like I'll just get it later,
Mm-hmm.
get it later, like I always get Nintendo consoles and PlayStation consoles at launch, but you know,
So we ready to jump into E3?
hey
Or
man, E3 was a thing this year, right? Finally.
it was something.
Yeah. It was something of a miss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um it was really interesting from you know what I mean? Like from seeing, you know, Elden Ring, something that no one had seen, in a long time, or we had heard about it and hadn't gotten any footage or
Right.
anything for a very long time.
Hey, look,
To
check
go
this
ahead.
out.
I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, you're good.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, me and Brian are actual friends outside of this podcast thing, right? We keep it real. We don't fake the funk with y'all. This is authentic conversation we're having. So,
Yeah.
with that being said, looking at E3 in hindsight, I, as a man, want to apologize to Brian because I held this so high. I really thought this was going to be a great, spectacular show. I was
Oh,
incorrect. Um, but Brian told me do not get my hopes up. I said shut up, and I am eating crow right now. So Brian, sir, you were right. I was wrong. It was not that great of a show. It was, it was okay. You know what I mean? Like it was something. A lot of that shit. I think I felt they could have tweeted. You know what I mean? Like a lot of
yeah.
stuff. Like it was just mediocre, man. It was, I was my bar was set so high. The
Yeah.
Game Fest. I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. We're doing this. We're streaming it. And then it happened, and we were like,
Like trying to stay awake.
and mind you, okay, so follow All Day I Play and subscribe. Follow and subscribe All Day I Play Radio. Our episode of the Summer Game Fest stream is up there, and you could just
Yeah,
see the
yeah. Sorry.
the excitement that we had
Yeah,
for that show.
yeah.
But shout out to Jeff. Jeff did his thing still.
Hey, my guy
He
Jeff, always doing his thing, I don't know, man. It's I think one, the excitement of gamers everywhere, right? Like kind of we've been kind of starved for some information in that regard,
right.
for a minute, I'd say, a lot of the information that we've been given has been, these directs, whether Nintendo Direct, State of Plays, Microsoft hasn't really been doing that many stuff. I mean, I guess they had the one Xbox um launch stuff for Xbox Series. But other than that, I don't think they've really had anything since, have they? I don't think.
But they had that thing for that was last year with that Halo Infinite, the first go around.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like after the consoles come out, have they said anything? Because I think Sony's had. I think they did the Ratchet and Clank one, and they did the.
They made Game Pass. They didn't need
Yeah,
to
but
say. Did they
does
need to
it?
say anything else?
Yes, you can't just have Game Pass and then just be like, hey, like don't worry about anything else. Here's Game Pass. But I guess that works,
Sure?
right? Yeah,
It got you.
yeah.
It's about to get me. So
Hey, listen. At the end of the day, I still want to always play some new shit, and
Yeah.
I love Game Pass, but that's not Game Pass is like I want Microsoft to continue with, these games and they made a claim that they're going to have like one new game every quarter,
Which I
one
think
new
is insane.
huge game every quarter. That'll be a huge
Hurdle.
I mean, I don't they have the studios though, right?
They have the money.
They have the money and looking at some of these games that, we've seen this week, I could kind of see how they can, when you think of Netflix of gaming, right? You kind of like, there's some shit on Netflix where I just be like, what is this? I've never heard of this. I've never heard of these actors or actresses. I'm definitely not going to watch this, And I'm not even just talking about their own, original entertainment. I'm talking about just different shit that they have on there that I just never would watch because, I just don't watch a lot of movies,
Right.
or TV show. So I feel like a lot of these games, there was a lot of like 4-player, like Left 4 Dead style, like, co-op games that look like, or at least 4 characters on the screen. There's a lot of that this E3. So I'm wondering that, there's that one game Back for Blood, that's made by the Left 4 Dead people.
Yeah, that's the Left 4 Dead, yeah.
But then there was like Redfall. I'm trying to think what else. There was something else.
We didn't really see anything on that. We just saw the cinematics on that. We didn't see any gameplay.
Yeah, but it's like, looks like it's Left 4 Dead with vampires. Mm-hmm. There was another.
I like the characters.
Yeah, I'm hyped for it. I it's one of my top games of the show.
Nice.
And that's just based on like interest and stuff like that. Like you said, they didn't show any gameplay. They just showed, this cinematic. It just had a really cool concept, I felt. So we'll talk about that later. But yeah, I think overall the show was, I think we hadn't had anything for so long. We've been so starved that, we wanted for this to be our everything and the return. And that's what I'm saying?
It's like after seeing it, so many things were missing that I was looking forward to. So many things off my list from last episode. I was like, what the hell? I'm just gonna break it down right quick. I had to take notes during the show. I just had my pen and paper out. Square Enix, right? And this is just all based on what I've seen. I didn't see every single thing, every single minute of E3. Right. I caught what I caught.
Right.
Square it was a 45-minute showcase. 30 minutes of it was Marvel. Like, where there was no Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy Origins looks okay.
It looks weird. It looks like a PS3. It looks like a Square PS3 era game.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything I haven't seen before. It didn't blow my mind. And then Guardians of the Galaxy, which is one of my picks.
Mhm.
That was the best thing of the showcase. Maybe probably no, not the show, but it was amazing to look at. And then Avengers. Let me ask you a question: Did
Yo,
Avengers do people care enough for them to have this expansion, the War for Wakanda?
I mean, I think it's one of the things where you already paid for it, so
They're
I don't.
obligated to give it
I
to you.
don't think it. I don't think it's one of the things where they're just going to be like, you know what, we're just going to cancel it. I think it's something that's already been in the works, and
Oh no.
then they wouldn't stop it even if two people would buy it. But I imagine there'll be some people to revisit and come back and join.
Yeah, I
You
hope
know,
so for their sake because that would be horrible if they just made that whole expansion for like how many people are playing right now? 1,000.
I mean, I don't even think that many people were playing, right?
Oh
Like, I
shit.
don't think that many people were playing at all. I mean, listen, man, I don't know, man. It's what turns me off of that property, from the gameplay standpoint is this just, and you and I were talking about this with like Guardians. Like, I know that it doesn't have to be the MCU, right? It doesn't have to be the
Right.
Marvel Cinematic Universe, but and to think, as being into comics to some extent before, comic book movies were mainstream,
Mhm.
and you know being concerned about movies doing characters justice. um the MCU has been so strong in how we perceive these characters because they've been these characters for over a decade, that when characters are not MCU characters, it's always like weird to me. And I don't and it I think it's because like I see the likeness of the character is, it's not the MCU character, right? But the
Mhm.
way they act and the way they're kind of talking like kind of resembles, like the MCU, and it's just kind of like, well, then just hire them. I don't know how much it costs, but like it kind of
A
throws
lot.
me off, yo. Yeah, I know, but
I'm gonna talk about all that, in the
I mean,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
like
Yeah, but
Disney, what's Disney doing? They're
okay.
contracting this out. Disney contracts this out. They own the rights to these characters and their likenesses. I
But
imagine, maybe, no, maybe not. I don't know.
okay. So here's my thing. Here's my stance on the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay. So do you want to talk about this now? You want to go in? You want to
We
jump
might
in?
as well, yeah.
Hey, we are entering in John's E3 2021
Top
Gamer
five.
Zone top 5. Here we go.
So, I'm excited for it. As I said, it's
Hmm.
coming out in October 26th release.
Which is the same day PS2 came out in 2000 in America.
Hey, so
Yeah,
good sign. I
probably
love
not.
games with narrative decisions, and this seems like it has a lot of that. You control Star Lord, which is one of the things I don't like. I don't like the fact that you only control him when there's like five other
Hmm.
people I could possibly control. Maybe it's like story, but I don't know.
Well, I remember I was telling you about Scarlet Nexus, where you have like the other characters with you, and you have like you press the button, and they have you can utilize their powers essentially.
Right, but it's
It
like that's
seems
like
like
making
that.
him support, and I feel
Yeah,
they're just as much important to the team as he is.
yeah. I guess it's more or less like companies are interesting. It's like, well, people didn't really like the Avengers, whole co-op thing, so we just want to give it single player. It's like, well, it's not that the Avengers, I thought was suited well for that type of game. Those things are nasty as shit.
Those
I'm
things are funny.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
But okay, but to re for rebuttal of
Hmm.
what you said earlier regarding the MCU thing, I think that's an
Hmm.
unfair assessment. Just my opinion. Because when I look at the MCU, one, I grew
Hmm.
up playing watching comic books. I'm sure you did
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up. I I didn't read Guardians too much, but Cap, Superman,
Right.
Batman, X-Men, all the good shit. Cat, Hulk.
Hmm.
I compared the MCU to them, so I'm going to in turn, compare the game to them. I'm not even thinking about the MCU when I saw this.
I
Like,
hear you.
You know
I
what I
hear
mean?
you.
Like
Yeah,
some
and
people will, because some people did get introduced to that universe, which is, basically what you were kind of saying,
yeah,
regarding the voices, and that's what they're familiar with and everything. But I feel, that's just unfair,
yeah, and I
So,
understand.
but Rocket's voice is terrible. I will say that.
I'm just being a baby. I guess it's more or less like, even though, like, yeah, I've read these comics, for years before there was major representation on the silver screen, if you would,
Mhm.
John. And in my living room on the video game, like these characters were seriously brought to life by the MCU.
Yeah.
And to a point where, like, if my kid sees, Robert Downey Jr., it's Iron Man. You know what I mean?
It's
Like, it's,
automatically, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's, I don't know. It just, like, and again, if the character is gonna be completely different from an identity standpoint, then that's fine. But they're not going to be. It's like, well, we already have like this, heavy, strong presence of this character in this, cinematic universe. So we kind of still have to have them be believable to that. And it's just like, well, then just do that. Then just completely put Robert Downey Jr. in this game. I don't know,
Robert Downey
John.
Jr. probably costed 75% of their budget for this game.
Hey, Marvel got to step in then, John. I don't know.
What you think?
They got the bag. Disney got the bag.
Yeah, they do.
They don't want that pay, so it needs to be, hey, listen.
But does Square have that bag?
I don't know. I don't know. No, of course not. No.
No.
But I'm saying Disney contracts Square to make the game. So if Disney
Right.
contracts Square to make the game, well, I don't know the contract, John.
Yeah, I was about to say, does it include the voice actors and the likenesses? Because she looks nothing like she looks nothing like Zoe Saldana. So.
No. Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
But and then people comparing it to the Avengers. I'm like, give it a chance. It doesn't even look like how the Avengers was doing shit.
Nah. This is obviously, and there's a video on YouTube that has, combat and all that stuff. And do you see it yet? It's like 10 minutes
of this. Yeah, I saw it.
But yeah, it's I think it's pretty interesting, man.
Mm-hmm.
For a single player game, like you said, you probably want to use the other characters though, right?
Yeah.
You feel like you would rather play with them as well.
Yeah, I feel it could have been multiplayer too.
Yeah. I mean, when I first saw it, when you told me about it, because I wasn't watching it, I was like, wait, they have another 4-player co-op game? And then like, no, single player. Like, oh, okay. Like, wait, so they're gonna do the same thing again?
Yeah, that's why everybody
fail like, miserably.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be good. We'll see.
Nah, this is a different team, because the other one's Crystal Dynamics, right? Yeah, it's Crystal Dynamics. This is Eidos Montreal.
Eidos Montreal, yeah.
Yeah, so
cross fingers.
Fingers crossed, John, for you, bro.
Yes, please.
Everyone, lend John your spirit bomb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So lend him your power so that he can defeat Majin Buu for the last time, please. So we can move on.
That game's probably 10 hours. But my next game.
Your next game, bro?
Yes.
So Guardians of the Galaxy, John, yes, yay or nay? You're in on there. You're getting on
every game on my list I'm going to get.
Okay, we'll see.
I'm gonna try.
I'm gonna ask. What's today's date? Today is June 15th, 2021, episode 32.
Mm-hmm.
All day I play radio.
Marking it. Next game,
dog.
Replaced.
Okay.
From developer Sad Cat and Coat Sync. Yo, so when I saw this game, did you see that? Did you see this trailer?
Yeah.
Already? Do you remember this game that was supposed to come out like 2017 E3
yes.
called The Last Night?
Yes.
I wanted that so bad. I was like, where is it?
Why
isn't it here? Why doesn't it come out? Then I found out about Tim Soray and his shit. And
what did happen with that, John?
He's anti-feminist. He's what is it? Aladdin? What is it? What is Aladdin? I'll have to look it up.
Aladdin?
No.
What is he? He So he had an issue. So you like the pixel art style and the
I
3D
love the
imagery
pixel.
from because that's
Right.
what was killing it with was it what's it called Last Dance, Last Days, what's it called
The Last Night.
The Last Night.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
look up that word later. But anyway, he feels everybody should be created equal, and nobody's above anybody.
Hmm.
Feminists feel like they should be the only ones fighting for equality or whatever. Not the
Okay.
only ones, but he's against their views on he feels everybody should be like Martin Luther King. He feel like that, and that the feminists didn't like that. Then he says something about Gaming Gate. He just dug himself deeper and deeper. He
Oh,
was
he
all over
canceled
Twitter,
himself.
kind of, but it's still to be
Ah,
announced. I thought this was it until they showed the title. But
this
all the
looks
last
all that, yo.
it looks so good. I just wish Last Night came out. It was beautiful. It,
Yeah.
it captivated me immediately. But it's billed as cinematic retro futuristic action thriller set in dystopian version of the 80s USA, because you're basically playing as a AI. His name is Reach
Okay.
acronym. Is during 40 years after a nuclear explosion that happened in the 40s, which just
Hmm.
decimated everything around it, of
Damn, in the
course.
40s.
Yeah. And so, with that, the people that survived, or children or whatever, they needed, organs to survive. Some people lost legs, some people lost eyes, some people lost fingers, what have you, whatever
Okay.
happened during the blast. So, of course, supply and demand happened. They have to charge them for this, of course. So that means the people without money were pushed to the outside of town, and the
Mm,
people inside of town, they kept all the rich people in, and they
sounds
bought
like
up the money, right?
sounds like how it would be.
Reality. But so you're basically playing as a EI, AI, playing as an AI, trying to figure out what's going on, what the hell, what he's the AI of, or I don't know yet, but that's what I read on, and what I gathered from the trailer. I'm excited for it.
So you're not one of these gentlemen here. You're
You're the
PC.
guy flipping all over John Wicking people.
Okay, but he's an AI.
Yeah, he's an AI. Yeah,
Okay, it's like T1000 came back.
like shit.
Like, what happened here, bro? I'm here to help John Connor, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, man. It looks when you at first when you sent me the message, I was like, I thought it was a typo.
Mm.
I thought you wanted me to replace something. I was like,
Okay. What?
uh, but yeah, then I checked out the video. Yeah, there's another damn, what's it called? There's another game that I saw this weekend that I'd never seen before. It's a strategy game, pixel sprite based game. That looked like phenomenal, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get this. I can't remember what it's called now though.
I'm like determined to figure out what the name of that word was.
Oh, with the guy.
Hmm.
You had like that Somerville game too, right?
I did like how Somerville looked. That was one of my honorable mentions that it barely missed my list. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
Somerville looks like it looked like Limbo, Little Nightmares
Right.
inside type
Kind of
of
had
thing.
that style. Yeah,
Hmm.
the game that I was talking about, it's called Songs of Conquest.
Okay.
It was on the PC gaming show. Um, but yeah, it pixel art is I really wish I could make pixel art like cuz
Mm.
it's and especially like with this with the lighting, the way the
Oh, the
lighting,
lighting's
you know what I'm
amazing on
saying? It
this.
like makes everything pop and makes everything stand out from itself. So,
I
I
love the
don't
camera work.
yeah,
Yeah,
man, like just
it
bro,
looks so good.
creativity, bro. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, and that's like another reason why it's hard for me to stop playing, anything because it's just a celebration of creativity. It's a celebration. You know what I'm saying? So
I would say check out Katana Zero if you haven't played.
okay,
I
yeah,
showed
yeah,
you.
you did send me that. Yeah, I need to check
It's
that
that
out.
pixelated art style, and it's
Yeah.
so good, dude. That's a good one. I think you'll like it. You'll beat it in like 4 hours.
Yeah.
It's not long at all.
Yeah.
But my next game is not a fan favorite. I have just recently learned on the Twitter. Um,
Okay.
my next game is Babylon's Fall by Square Enix.
So why is it not a fan favorite, sir? What
You know,
what were they saying?
people are saying that PS3 graphics type of thing. It doesn't, with
That's
the,
platinum.
it's platinum, and it's a 4-player live service co-op, so people are kind of nervous about the live service aspect of it.
That's platinum.
With the mess that was Avengers.
It's
A lot of
platinum
people,
though.
that's the Avengers left a lot of bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. Yeah.
Well, I think, games as service overall, I think last gen, where it's just kind of like, yeah, everyone's like, yeah, let's, we're going to make these huge, expansive worlds and you're going to be there forever. I remember Destiny was like, yeah, you're going to be playing this for 10 years, but then they came out with a sequel and I was like, bro, I thought you said we was playing for 10 years, yo.
Psych.
It's just, it's like this MMO light, right? It's like this for me when these games came out, and I'm sorry we're not talking about your game, but when these games came out, it was like, this bridge of like MMOs that are on PCs that have like this expansive, you know, varied gameplay and, story and content. And I thought it would mix that, but it didn't do that at all. And every time you'd see the next game, whether it's Anthem or, even Destiny, like just disappointing people because it's just not, there's not enough content. There's not
Right.
enough, it's like, oh, here's the roadmap. You spent $60, but it's not finished, and you had no idea and you bought it and they're like, oh yeah, within the next 6 months we're gonna have this, we're gonna have that, and then sometimes they don't even live up to that roadmap, and it's just like people are tired of that shit. Like,
Yeah.
but this looks fire. I'll play this with you, bro.
Yeah. Well, the closed beta is, they don't have a release date yet, but the closed beta deadline is July 5th. I've signed up for it today. So they're probably not gonna pick me, but whatever.
I'm gonna sign up too, bro. But
Nice.
yeah, if you're gonna play this show, are you
Yeah.
serious? You want to play this?
I'm getting it. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been looking for a good hack and slash, and
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
this looks more intriguing than Origins. So to me,
Yes, is that a games of service as well? That Origins game, the Final Fantasy one.
I don't know.
Is that what you're
I think
talking about when you say Origins?
Final Fantasy Origins. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, no, you good.
I just said they'd have something else, but yeah, Final Fantasy Origins. It looks more intriguing than that to me.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know why it didn't grab me. I love Final Fantasy. It just didn't.
but that
But
Origins thing, it just looked weird, man.
yeah,
Damn, this on PS4. Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
yeah.
be on
Next
Steam.
game.
Okay, the beta. Okay, new
Yeah.
now recruiting. Okay.
And you have to have a Square Enix account. Well, you have that because you have Final Fantasy 14 going on. So
Well, I mean that's a completely different account and doesn't even.
no, it
Don't
works.
give me that works.
I
I don't
used
know.
it. I used it to sign up for
That's
that.
what you use it for.
Hmm.
I don't even remember. But this looks like I like the art style and
Yeah.
it kind of gives me like a Vagrant Story feel. Remember Vagrant Story?
Mm-hmm.
Even though obviously the combat's going to be completely different. Just the art style with like the drab browns, you know what I'm saying? With the brush strokes, you know what I'm saying, John? You can see him, So this looks varied, man. Capcom was supposed to come out with a similar type of game. They never did that deep down game. I wonder whatever happened to that, but this looks good, man.
Damn sure didn't find out about it today. Oh, but
If
yeah,
you're getting this, bro, I'm getting it, bro.
yeah, I'm getting it. So
Okay.
I'm excited for the beta to see if I was chosen. If not, I'm still going to get it because it looks interesting to me. Like I said, I've been looking for a good hack and slash, just something else to get us off of that damn game.
Yeah. Sorry.
For what?
Wow.
I'm probably gonna play it right after this. But
Yeah. Definitely will, yeah.
my next game on the list would be,
Uh-huh.
you brought up Robert Downey Jr. However, he is not in this game, Sherlock Holmes by Frogware. This is one of my picks from last week. One of my
Okay.
most anticipated. They fixed up some things. They polished up his face and the graphics on it. But every time I see, because they looked wonky on the first like couple
Trailer.
of trailers, but it still looked good. But yeah, they looked weird. But they fixed that, and I'm more and more interested about this game.
What type of game is this? Like, is this like a Phoenix Wright? Is it like
It's like Phoenix Wright meets LA Noir meets. It's a
okay,
little bit of
okay.
action in it. I don't know why it gave me the order 1886 vibes, like how they were shooting and fighting and doing stuff. But I
Okay.
could be wrong about that. But that's what I felt when I saw it. That's the first game that popped in my mind for some reason.
Look at that.
Now, do you see? And ladies and gentlemen, we're watching the video as we're recording right now. Now, Brian, do you see the this gentleman walking behind him like a specter or something, like just a random guy walking behind
Yeah.
him?
Uh-huh.
Is that Watson?
I don't know. But is he
Man,
really there?
is he dead? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, that's what I want to know. These are the things I want to know. And clearly, at the end of this trailer, he's bending over somebody's grave. I think it's his wife's.
Mm.
So I don't know. I want to find out. I just want to find out more. So I love mystery
Yeah, you're
thrillers.
all about that type of shit. You're all about the
Yeah, who done
puzzles
it?
and yeah, you're all about the clue and
Mm-hmm.
the what do they call it? The dining with murders. What was it? Was it what they call them? What dinner?
Oh, dinner mysteries,
Yeah, yeah,
dinner murder
those things.
mysteries.
Yeah, yeah,
I've never been to one. I always wanted to go to one.
yeah. Me either, but same thing still. Though,
Love them. I loved Clue, like the board game. I still do.
Violet Holmes. Yeah,
Violet, yeah, 1829 to 1860 something. Yeah, she was young. That was probably his
yeah,
wife. But yeah, I never played anything for Frogware, yo.
yeah. Me
I know
either. I never heard of him honestly, personally.
they made a bunch of other Sherlock Holmes games. That's why this one is called Chapter One.
Okay,
So, but yeah, I'm getting this for sure.
okay.
So,
I'm
yeah.
not John. I don't.
Oh, I believe you.
You
But
know.
but you brought up Phoenix, right? I was very close to giving this spot to Great Ace Attorney.
So
Honestly,
what is that? Is that a whole new game or is that like
it's Phoenix, right? But it's a whole new game. It's a whole new
okay,
kind of like franchise, but still within the Phoenix Wright umbrella,
but it's not
brand.
Phoenix, right?
It's not. It's like his great grandfather. It's like in the 1800s. It's like the 1700s, 1800s.
Why?
I don't know. I guess to see how they did the judicial system back there.
Okay.
So, um, but yeah, that looked good. The trailer they showed on Capcom, one of the few things they showed that was good on
Hmm.
their broadcast. But yeah, I was about to give that to Sherlock Holmes, but Sherlock Holmes, I was like, I'm just super interested in this. I played Phoenix right before.
Right, right, yeah.
I have it, so but
So you're gonna check this out now and get into the Sherlock Holmes. I gotta check out the gameplay trailer because this is the only trailer I've seen is the cinematic joint. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and this is like the
Um,
newest one. They again they polished some shit up, so
mhm, mhm. This was on the Xbox showcase, right?
they showed this. Yes, I think they
Okay.
showed it at Summer Game Fest too.
Oh, for real? When you and I were watching? Nah, they didn't
Hmm.
show it when you and I were watching. I'd have seen this.
Really? I thought they
Yeah,
maybe sometime this week they showed it.
yeah. Look, he's
Now,
jumping out of somebody's brain.
the number one game, and it's probably only number one because we just saw it mere hours ago,
Yeah,
is Metroid Dread for the
yeah,
Nintendo Switch. God damn it, this shit look good as shit. It
yeah,
looks phenomenal, man. I thought this was canceled. It's supposed to be, I think, a sequel to Fusion. It was supposed to be like 17,000 years ago.
yeah. They say this is the newest 2D Metroid game in 19 years or some crazy shit like
Yeah,
that,
Fusion was the last one.
bro. I when I first saw Samus.
Mm-hmm.
Because I never got into the Prime series, the 3D ones, like the
Yeah, I
ones
didn't
on,
like those. They made me nauseous. Yeah.
and so I just kind of like was cool on them. So when they first showed Samus, I was like, oh, okay, cool. It's a new Metroid. I know there's a lot of people out there that love Metroid, but I was like, but I'm not one of them, so I'm good. But then when it shifted to 2D, bro, I was like, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
oh we got to get a new Switch or we gotta get new controllers. I still haven't got new Joy Cons, John.
What did you damn, you could have sent them shits in and gotten some for free. But did you play all like Super Metroid or anything for like the SNES or
Yeah, I
yeah,
played Super
that,
Metroid. I had no idea what I was doing when I first played that. I was like, wait, what? But yeah. Yo, is that you? Are you moving the mouse, John?
I am. My notes,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I
Okay, you're
apologize,
fine.
sir.
It just freaks me out. I'm like, is someone taking over my PC and I'm just watching it happen. Like, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, do what you gotta do. Okay, it's fine. Okay.
Yeah, I'm the poltergeist.
Nah, you good, bro. You know what
Nah.
I'm saying?
but yeah, I think Nintendo as a whole killed it.
Yeah,
Honestly,
you
today I
thought they
think they
were.
stole the show.
They
Yeah,
stole the show. I mean,
I mean that's not
yeah.
saying much, but
I honestly thought Microsoft did a great job this year for for
yeah,
what
they did
they.
too.
I mean, listen, I don't know. All right, I
Mm.
feel like at the end of the day, it just the show as a whole just didn't. Bro, when they had them people on a straight Zoom conference call, y'all
Oh
talking
my
about.
god,
I
what
was like, oh man,
the
this
hell?
is totally like
And then you were
being.
complaining about like 45 minutes later. I was like, you're still watching that?
Well, because I felt like I'm like, okay, well, like, yeah. But it
What
just
they
felt
had to
like,
say.
the standard like at work, like, oh yeah, we appreciate our POC, And it's
Of
just like,
course.
yo, you don't have to like have a whole like hour
No, they didn't.
dedicated to saying that. Just actually do it,
That's one. And
But
they said everything they needed to say in the first 10 minutes. I didn't need
yeah,
that
like
extra 55 minutes of y'all repeating yourself. And
yeah.
the comments were off the
The
damn hook. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
bro,
I
and they
was
call that one
disgusted
dude.
at
They
some.
call that one dude Donatello. Yo,
It
I
was.
lost it. Yo,
I know. I was like, that is so mean.
yo, it was hilarious though. Man, it's just kind of it's not. That's not what That's not what I signed up for, John. Not for an hour of it. I was like, wait a minute, wait.
No, I mean,
I was like, yo, I'm off. I'm on PTO right now. But it's totally like that thing where and it's at companies all around, and where it's just kind of like this forced like thing, but in reality, it's just like, yeah, you're just talking. It's just words, like
that's what
actions
it is
speak
at the end
louder
of
than
the day.
words. So like, get this
Mm.
shit off the screen because it's just words. Get this out of here. Like,
It's like I didn't. That's one of the things I said they could have tweeted. Like they could have
yeah.
tweeted that shit, like some extra content shit. Like that could have been. And then it was so poorly put together. It looked cheap as shit.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
y'all couldn't get no backgrounds of y'all respective companies. Y'all couldn't have a 2K background or a Take Two or
Right,
whatever
right.
behind you. This looks better than
Right.
what they
Yeah.
had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was so poorly put together, and that just spoke on the whole E3 show as a whole. They weren't prepared, and if
Mm,
they were, that's sad. Um,
yeah.
it was mediocre. It was subpar, and I just felt they could have done better, and like there wasn't enough. I don't know. It just like you said, it didn't feel like E3. I didn't
It
have
didn't.
those,
It was lacking.
yeah, like severely.
Yeah. And it sucks because like I wasn't even like excited. Like, like you said, I was like, yeah, like whatever, like and I didn't want to be like that on some just like, I didn't want to be a downer. I don't know, man. Like it just felt like the landscape of gaming has changed so much that it's not the same, and it's like really just different. And it's really, I don't know, it comes across sometimes as like, yo, if you're just trying to sell me stuff, yo, I'm good. Like, yo, it's cool. You can be like, yo, I'm trying to sell you this player. Like you may or may not want this, but I'm trying to sell it to you. Stop trying to like act like I need shit and trying to be my friend, yo. Like that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to purchase things from you. You don't care about me for real. So don't try to act like you do.
Now,
Just show me the shit that you want to show, and I will buy it if I want to buy it.
who was this referring to? E3 as a whole, or what they tried this year, or?
Eh, it's just like it's just like seems like, I guess with that huge push too with the, you know, that conference call in the middle of,
They, yeah.
it's just kind of like, hey, like come out with, amazing products.
Mhm.
I don't buy your products based on your internal politics. Like, at the end of the day, like I don't need you to tell me like that, hey, look at all of, our people of color who work here. Like that's not what gets me to
And
buy
that's
your
what that felt
products.
like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it felt like, hey, we hire people of color too. We hire women too.
Yeah. And it's just
By
like, yeah.
GTA 6, which was also missing.
Right.
We had that.
Yeah. But I think sometimes, I look at stuff and I think people wonder like, what I don't want to say what we think because I don't want to speak for everyone, but as far as what I think, it's just kind of like, yeah, okay, like, yeah, this is okay, like, cool, like, you guys care about that stuff, like, yeah, okay, like,
Right.
I don't need you to, put this into a whole, thing. And I understand, it's all about like, equality, and we want to make sure, everyone has a chance and stuff, but it just kind of really comes across as not genuine. So like, you don't have to like try to not be genuine. Just talk about your games and stuff, and I'm here for it,
Right.
And I feel like the more companies feel like they need to tell you that stuff, the more they're trying to hide that they're not doing it, and they're just trying to like put a face on it. It's just
They're
like
convincing themselves, and
no one cares. Just be fair all around and show off great products. That's it. And we will spend our dollars with you. Thank you.
But yes, sir. And that was Brian Pendleton, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry.
Sorry. Now, again, my top 5 were Guardians of the Galaxy, Replaced, Sherlock Holmes, Babylon's Fall, and Metroid Dread. Now, sir, what grabbed your attention?
Sir, I'll let you know. I'll let you know what grabbed me by the ghoulies, sir.
Okay.
So Redfall there.
Oh yeah.
On the Microsoft show floor there or whatever. Didn't have any gameplay, had a really cool cinematic vibe and had some cool characters. Think Bethesda,
diversity.
At least Arcane makes some interesting characters. They made the killer robot dog look cute, so
Really?
Hey, at some point that thing will be hunting humans down, right? So let's make it look cute right now. So then, but this is another one that I feels like, kind of like a Left 4 Dead style type of game. I haven't read anything about it yet. I just saw the trailer. I thought the characters looked interesting. I thought some of the powers that they have, the one character on the left, the female with the that was eating that chocolate bar. She has some cool looks like some telekinesis or teleportation type of vibe skills going on there. When she has like an old, there it is right there. It's like an old Bill and Ted's, Doctor Who telephone booth, So yeah, that person died, but yeah, this looks really cool, man. So kind of combination of like regular characters, humans and supernatural vampire guys and gals, I guess. So interested, man.
Yeah, it looked good. I texted you off of this. I was like, this looks cool. I wish I saw gameplay though.
Yeah, because it could be trash. A lot of the stuff that I was looking at, man, and like looking forward to, like I don't know, man. I don't care. Like I have so much stuff to play that I'm not like in a rush for everything to come out like right now, So I look at this stuff and I just kind of am just like, it'll be out when it's out, and I'm excited. So yeah, man, this looked pretty cool. Like you said, excited to see gameplay, excited to see what the actual in-game engine looks like. Because it looks like it's going to have to be pretty cool, and looks like there's some teamwork aspects going on there. Maybe foreshadowing, John, maybe, or just
team. Do people do that?
No. If we're playing with people in Overwatch, whether comp or quick play, no, they do not play as a team, John.
No, but I think this will be a more serious route then.
Yeah,
I think people don't give a shit about Overwatch anymore.
Nah, they don't. No, like we're like the only ones left to like
give a damn.
Yeah, but yeah, like you said, there's a lot of diversity. This character here, this super vampire looks pretty cool. Looks pretty rad. Moira, as you would, she looks like
By your
Moira.
side.
Moira by your side.
I would use this cat right here.
Which one? The sniper guy with the hoodie?
Yeah, and that turns invisible or whatever. It has the raven.
Okay.
Cool.
So, again, like we don't know what this is. Is this Left 4 Dead style? Is this Borderlands style? Is this going to be a looter shooter? Doesn't look like it is. Looks like it's more or less like these characters have these, and maybe these are their guns that they have, and you just kind of, I don't know.
We'll see.
We shall.
We are in suspense.
So Redfall, I thought was fire, bro. I thought that was, again, from sitting back and watching these press conferences go off, I thought it told a good story. He got the Raven and everything too. Yeah, he's a sniper. Yeah,
he's dope.
Reminds me of Mordecai from the first Borderlands, with the bird. It died.
Oh no.
Yeah, spoilers.
R.I.P.
Sorry. The game came out like 20 years ago.
Yeah, you're totally.
What is this? Shangri-La? Look at it. It got arms in the back. Shit, this shit's gross. Look, son.
Who's the final boss?
The final
before
boss.
The expansion comes out.
Right. So yeah, it's gonna be on PC. So I'm a PC game pass it, Yeah. It's only Xbox, so I'm proud of them. Getting some exclusives.
Yeah.
Xbox Play it day one. Yeah. So after that, bro, I know I had talked to you before about Sifu, and you kind of like didn't really weren't catching the vibes on it, I understand. Made by the slow clap guys and gals over there and wherever those slow clap guys and gals are,
But I will say you did make more sense when I talked to you earlier today.
Because
why do they move like that?
Yeah. and so this is so I was explaining to John because John was saying like when he sees the trailers, like just kind of some of the movements like a little stiff, and I mean this is a lot better than their first game or the previous game that they did called Absolver, which is like a almost like a fighter maker, right? But you essentially have your character and you dictate which moves your character is able to do, and so in standard games, like if you're playing like a Devil May Cry and you hit a square triangle combo, like that's all a single baked animation, where Dante's going to do the same moves over and over again, so they can kind of like hide that your button inputs because it just flows. But with this, basically you can change what your next move would be based on whatever you want. So it's not, you know what I mean? They don't have like this animation system, and it looks a lot better than the first Sifu video that they showed. It looks a lot more fluid.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's why, if you see it, it kind of looks like, why does it look like there's kind of like a break in animation? It's because I don't know. The way she moves though, like it's the same thing. Like when you play these characters, they have multiple moves, like, and you can guess which move that they're going to do. This is how Absolver is, and in guessing you can parry, so it's an very interesting and very in-depth combat system that pretty much carried Absolver, because the story or lack thereof was just kind of like not really there. It was the gameplay that carried it. So Sifu looks like they married, that gameplay, obviously upgraded, their engine, and looks like there's a story, attached to it. But I don't know, because I think he gets older. I think it's a rogue-like. So when you die, he gets older and all that stuff. So I'm really, it's a roguelike, really hyped for this, bro. So is he like gets like really old and shit?
That's different.
See, like when she did that last spin move, you could see where he went to parry down and she kicked up. So he got trashed, But yeah, man, I this is one of them games, man. I'm glad that I could play by myself because you play online and you come across a lot of AI characters on Absolver, but real challenge was coming across an actual person, and you could spend hours trying to fight. Let's run this back, let's run it back. It was fun, man. Fun experience. I think you would actually like this. You probably would like this a lot more than you would think you would.
Well, you haven't steered me wrong yet, so
My man's head hitting the
he's like
counter
straight up
there.
murdering people. Like this guy. What?
Yeah.
He's probably gonna murder her too.
Yeah. Probably. See, like you can see him like blocking each, Yeah, bro.
That's all real good that time. Yeah.
Bro, Absolver was the shit, bro. So this will be I imagine
This is a day one for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Every time I see something on Twitter, I always say something like, yo, send me that, Jon. No, I don't say that. I'm just like, this looks amazing. So then, Jon, this was a game that I don't even remember how I came across it. But you know my side scroller style, bro. And then when I saw this, it kind of reminded me of Comic Zone, which I never played, Jon. Never got a chance to play Comic Zone.
I got stuck.
Yeah.
It was good.
But this is of the legend of Tianding. It looks really good. So I don't know, like if you all realize, like Jon and I like have like a certain love for like certain styles, like we're like, well, it doesn't even matter how it plays. It's just like, this looks really good. Especially like I'd say this is more hand animated, what it looks like. Like artistic animations and hand drawn, just very artsy art styles, I guess, right? So yeah, you can always, if it has color in it, if it's a side scroller, more than likely Jon and I are interested.
Like Streets of Rage 4 was amazing. And we beat that like 3 times.
Yeah, like in a row too. But yeah, this looks really good. I had never heard of it, and looking at it, I guess they had sent a video out like a week ago. But yeah, it's on Steam and the Nintendo Switch, Jon. So yeah, man. I've been seeing some 2D side scrollers that I would purchase on the old Switch there. So Legend of damn, I always forget. Tianding. Yes, I'm sorry. I don't want to mess it up, so
yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, check this out. This looks cool. Again, side scrolling action games with the dope ass art style. Look, my man.
This not a roguelike, is it?
I don't know, but my man blocked a bullet with a knife. You know what I'm saying?
How awesome is that? And swung a carriage around and knocked down people.
Right. Gotta expose the corrupt, Jon.
By running them over in 17th century vehicles.
He shot a missile at that one person. Look at that shit.
Look at M. Bison.
He do look like M. Bison.
I told you.
Yo, my man, he had the what's the teacher's name from My Hero Academia with the cloth joint around his neck.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm talking about.
Eraserhead.
Yeah, he had the Eraserhead joint. You saw it? Look. Hey, bro. This don't look fire. I'm all about this, Jon. I'm all about this. I need to let me I might as well go ahead, Jon, and
oh my gosh.
Put on my wish list right now, you might
as well add on what's the other game you wanted on Steam you asked about earlier today?
I don't know.
See, that's the thing. We have so many games that we wanted and like seen that can't even keep track anymore.
Yeah, there's too much stuff.
Way too much.
There it is. There it is.
When's it come out? Oh, it's to be announced.
To be announced, yeah. That's why I put it on my wish list. You know what I'm saying? Okay. There we go.
There it is.
Look, came back, see my man block the bullet with his knife. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
So
bro.
Legend of Tion Ding. Clearly, you're gonna get a day one because it's in your wish list. You will be
Yeah,
notified of date of transaction. So
absolutely.
yeah.
Yes, looks high, bro. Looks really high. So
Mhm.
yeah, man. And then of course, the king of shooters,
Oh
um,
yes.
the Halos of Infinites,
Hmm.
Halo Infinite.
So they now that's how you recover. Damn it. That's how you come back
Yeah.
swinging like shit. Um, because
Listen, I'm gonna get this and
they
I'm gonna be
completely
so
stripped on it.
trash. I'm gonna be so trash. I'm
Oh yeah, for
horrible
sure.
at Halo multiplayer.
I only
Like
played with my friends. I never played like against other people.
I didn't even do that. I always play Halo for campaign back in the day,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, and I didn't play online, because I played back then. I played more Call of
Well,
Duty.
let me not say because the story is good on Halo. So
Yeah, got to finish the fight, John. What are you talking about?
I guess ODST was the shit though.
Yeah,
That
I
was my
think this is
jam.
isn't this the dude that made ODSTs making the
Hmm.
second is the see
You
you can
saw
do
that?
yeah, bro. Yeah, I seen it, bro. You know what I'm
He
saying?
hookshotted a gun, ladies and gentlemen. It hookshotted a plane and threw a man out of said plane and hijacked it for his own. This is mine
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
as this game will be mine.
yeah. They when I saw this, I was like, and when they first showed Halo Infinite, what shit, how long ago was that? Like
It
a
was
year
like two
ago?
years ago. Was it a year ago?
And
Last
and the,
year,
and the
year before
travesty that
last.
they put on screen.
Yeah.
And I know they say all that shit about how like yeah, it was kind of early and all this other stuff. Like, yeah, but yo, you don't show stuff look like that, yo. You don't
No,
like
not
this
at
this
all.
this
That was
looks
unacceptable.
this looks like this is what I'm talking about. This is what I wanted to see when I saw Halo. This is just a multiplayer video, but this is what I wanted to see. I don't want to see any other shit, and Craig, you know what I'm saying? I wanted something to look good, Look at the samurai joint,
And then the
John. I
customization,
gotta
I was going to
get
say the customization is off
John.
the chain on this.
It's free to play. These balls finna make the most money ever, yo. Microsoft is mad smart. Like, like you could play Halo online for free.
Hmm.
And I was watching the video too, and you don't have to it's not gonna be like crazy heavy with microtransactions either.
Yeah, they
Well,
said that everything. Well, it's up to you. It's like if you want it now, like whatever you know, whatever item you want, you have to get
mhm.
it now. You have to pay for it. But everything they say, majority of the stuff you can earn. Like
Yeah,
how
yeah.
Overwatch is the loot box shit, or
It's
you can
probably
just
gonna be
get certain
terrible.
stuff.
It's gonna take forever.
I mean, that's how they get you to play your game. At least I found that a breath of fresh air. I found that refreshing that I could actually play a game and earn shit for playing. The game
Yeah, as long
instead
as
of
as long as it's not like, yeah, you can earn this helmet, but it's gonna take you 2 weeks versus paying $6. You know what I
well, some
mean?
people don't even give you the 2 weeks option. Just pay $6 to me now, or you don't have it at all. So that's the little stuff. It might not
Yeah,
even take
little
that
stuff,
long.
and I gotta worry about whether or not people are artificially baking in more time for me to unlock shit, John, so that
Oh
I
my
will
god! Can
then
you just
spend the money. What? This is what they be
just
doing,
accept
John.
it? Just
John, this is what
just
they do though.
just
You acting like
accept
they
the
don't be
gift,
doing it,
sir.
yo.
They do, but they also didn't have to give us the chance to actually earn it ourselves.
Bro,
That's all I'm
on
saying.
Assassin's Creed, you have the option to speed up and get, XP bonuses
Hmm.
or play the game and grind. Like, yo, that's the shit I'm talking about. That's what I worry about. That's what I worry about, John, because they don't play fair no more. They don't play
And
fair,
that's the part
John.
you worry too much, Brian.
I do, John. I do worry too
Just
much.
let it. If it's shit when you play it, let it be shit. Don't because you don't know that now is gonna make it turn shit, and you're gonna be like, I hate this
Whatever, John. Hey,
game.
so you didn't have Battlefield on there.
No, why would I?
I'm gonna get it too. I'm gonna be terrible at it.
Not a Battlefield fan. It looked good,
It looks really
just not
good.
my cup of tea.
Then they had the Kickstart My Heart song in the background doing the Call of Duty, doing the beat with the guns. They had that one move where the guy like jumps out ejects out of the fighter jet and shoots the rocket launcher at the other helicopter and jumps back in or some shit like that. So like I guess the guy who actually did that, like they have like a reaction video of him like seeing like his move in this trailer and he like goes crazy.
That's awesome.
It was wholesome as hell.
Did you catch the Capcom conference?
Nah, did they show anything?
No, it was a joke. But they had really was they talked about Resident Evil. They said they're gonna have more Resident Evil 8 content coming. That was it. That's literally all they had for Resident Evil 8. And they said Resident Evil Verse is going live in July. Are you getting Resident Evil Verse?
What's that? I have not heard of this Versus.
It's a multiplayer.
Is it like an Instagram like rap battle with former black R&B or rap stars? Is that the type of battle? No. Okay, we're not talking about the
No.
Okay, I was gonna
say Resident Evil Verse. It's like you pick your favorite Resident Evil hero and basically survive.
For how long? Is it like you said? It's like Dead by Daylight. You said like that type of thing.
Like that. No, it's not. I think it's gonna be like maybe Apex. I don't know if it's like what are those type of games called?
A battle royale?
Yeah, I don't know if it's that or I don't know if it's survive like a death match. I don't know, but it's just like Jill shooting at Leon, shooting at Chris, shooting at it's that. But it came free with my Resident Evil 8, so I'm gonna play it.
Oh, okay.
I would have gotten it anyway. Are you joining?
I can play for free?
I doubt it.
Then no.
And then they also showed the Capcom tourney. I don't know why they showed that. I don't care, so I could get bodied by Silver Fox. No.
Yeah, yeah, you will. Man, I'll destroy you.
Yeah. Man. And they showed him during that thing too. He's amazing.
He's really good.
Yeah,
it's not fair.
Mm-hmm. Like in every fighting game.
Yeah,
Shout out to Silver Fox.
Sonic Fox.
Is it Sonic Fox?
Yeah.
I thought it was Silver Fox. My bad, Sonic Fox. I apologize.
Yeah, you said it first. Right? You said it right the first time. Yeah, you said Sonic Fox. Yeah. Fox. Oh, maybe you said Silver Fox. I thought you said Sonic Fox. Yeah, Sonic
but you knew what I meant. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
Jeez. Sonic Fox. Butchered my man's name.
When I was typing my name, it's my notes. But yeah, man, like pretty much this whole E3 belonged to Game Pass and Nintendo. Yeah. Everybody else was secondary. They announced roughly 27 titles for Game Pass, man.
Yeah. I think it was like 30 titles total and 27 of them were on Game Pass. I mean, that's the business model that they're going to have. Like, okay, listen, I appreciate it. It kind of comes down like like certain stuff. I will buy a lot of stuff versus waiting for it to be on Game Pass. But if it's not out or if it's not on Game Pass day one, and I mean it's the same thing when I wait for stuff that come out on PlayStation Plus. Sometimes it's like hopefully that'll be in a PlayStation Plus sale. Get that for $0. Same thing.
Witcher 3 is going to be the game of the month.
Oh yeah. It's an old game.
I'll get it. I always wanted to play it. I'm probably not going to like it.
Oh, you never played it? It's a good game, John. It's a good game.
I heard it was phenomenal, but is it for me?
When I think about it, no, you probably won't like it.
Yeah, there was so many games missing this year. Like I really wanted to see anything. A character.
Final Fantasy 16.
Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime would have been nice. Even though I don't play it, but it would have been nice little, GTA 6, but we had, because Take-Two had the diversity training course. There was no Switch Pro.
No.
What was that about? I was expecting that.
I mean, that was a rumor. Nintendo never said anything about it. So
yeah, you know what happened? They probably did. They probably were prepared to, and then they saw those leaks. It was like, we'll make you wait longer. But because that sounds like something totally Nintendo would do. But
absolutely. They would do that shit.
But yeah, again, I think Nintendo won, my personal opinion, E3. But
yeah, I think gamers won, John. I don't think companies
did
win.
They though?
I don't think companies win E3 anymore. I think it's all about the ability for us to have more options to play. It's not about.
I mean winning. I mean they had the best show, not like.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I won, John. I won. Yeah, because there was a whole bunch of games for me to buy. And because I have the means of where to be able to play them, except for Xbox, I guess. But most of the stuff's on PC. I can enjoy all the shit, So that's why I say gamers are the ones that win E3,
but you're paying
John.
Them, so.
I don't care, I have to pay them, right? I had to pay to play, John, right?
So,
I mean, but yeah, I won, John. Damn it.
You're right. You won, goddamn.
I won, damn
You're
it, John.
You're a winner.
Absolutely. Tired of being told otherwise.
Nintendo had the best show. But that's all I got for you this week, Brian.
That's all I got,
E3
sir.
was a bust. It was okay, but expectations were too high, Brian.
Nah, not by me.
I know for you. And I know yours were in the dirt.
Yeah, it's not my first rodeo, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why I acted like it was mine, but
I haven't been excited for an E3 probably since before PS3 came out.
17 was good. I think that was a good one. One of them really recently was good. I don't know if it was 17 or I'll look it up. But as usual, you can follow your boys on Twitter at ADIP Radio. You can follow us on Instagram at All Day I Play Radio. You can follow and subscribe to us on YouTube at All Day I Play Radio. And you can follow us on all your favorite podcasting platforms.
Yep.
Spotify, Good Pods, Anchor, Apple, Google, what have you. You can follow us there at All Day I Play Radio as well. You can follow my boy Brian at BrianP_83. You can follow yours truly on Twitter. I apologize, I have two different names. They're stupid. At 9000 Moon Knight on Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram at Moon Knight 9000. See what I meant there. And Brian.
Yo.
Pleasure, my friend.
As always, sir. I'm gonna be on a podcast tonight.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
All right, drop it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on with Coffee with Kendra.
Hey.
Talk about some fathers and for Father's Day, So
that's nice.
Of course, I'll talk about some video games and stuff. So.
You just throw that in there.
Yeah, why not?
That could be a bonding thing between you and your daughters. Something y'all do.
Yeah, and then you all check out Coffee with Kendra. Check out her Instagram, and she has some cool content on there. So
yes.
But appreciate you, John.
Yeah, appreciate you, Brian. Always, y'all. Peace and love.
Peace and love.